Assalamu alaikum, my wonderful viewers. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Hajianima to Fombia, and I welcome you to Fombia Fashion Design. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful jalabiya Arab wear. Both female and male can wear it. I'm going to teach you the tricks in making it. Please stay tuned. Let's get into today's video. I've folded my fabric on two. So first thing, I have to get the person chest measurement, divided it by 2. Then I will add extra 4 inches to it. Then I will use it to fold my fabric. So let's assume that we measure our client and the chest is 40 inches. But this jalabiya is supposed to be loose. So we first of all add 2 inches or 3 inches to the person's measurement. So after adding the 3 inches or the 2 inches to the person's measurement, then if you are adding 2 inches to 3 inches to the person measurement, after that you also add another 4 inches extra allowance. This jalabiya is supposed to be loose, okay? But if you don't want it that much loose, you can reduce the measurements you are adding to your jalabiya. So now you can see I've finished cutting it and I'm folding it in a way that so that I'll easily get access to my front and back. So that's what I'm doing. I folded the material on fold. Okay, I cut it on fold and I open it. Just look at the way I'm doing it, you understand. So what you have to do is just get your length, the length of your client. After you get the length of your client, then you fold your fabric using your chest measurement plus 3 inches so that the jalabiya will be free. After the 3 inches, you also add another 4 inches to it. Okay, if you don't want it that much freely, you can just add 2 inches or 1.5 measurement, 1.5 to your measurement. Then after the 1.5, you also add the 4 inches. That 4 inches, you'll be removing it out. So it is not among it will not be added to your measurement. So just look at the way I'm folding my fabric. You see the way I'm doing it like this, I will get access to my front and back. So normally this is how I cut it. So this is my back. You see, this is my back and this is my front. Okay, this is my front and my back. So now I'm going to do my shoulder slope. That's what I'm going to do next. So I'm just making sure that the fabric is well laid. So please, you're going to divide your chest measurement by 4, not by 2. Forgive me for that. By 4, you divide it by 4. You add either 2 inches east to it or 1.5 or 3 inches to make it more loose. So I make a shoulder slant of 2 inches. That's 2 inches. Yes, that's 2 inches for the shoulder slant. So after making my shoulder slant, you see how I'm pulling it. So the way I cut this material, it is very simple. You are not going to cut maybe the back longer than the front. You see, I cut it together and now I'm pulling the front down so that I will put my back on it. Okay, my back will overlap my front. So now I'm going to cut the neck. So I measure in 2 inches by 2.5. The length is 2.5 while the wideness is 2 inches. That's what I'm cutting now. So after cutting, I'm going to flip my back to it. Okay, you see how I'm doing it. So where I cut, I will just mark there, then I will notch my back. So I'm just notching the folded, the 1.5 inches I overlap. So now I'm cutting it, my back. So now that I've finished it, cutting the neck, I'm going to use my tape measurements to check the neck that I have. The neck that I'm working with is 15. So I'm just checking it. If I check it and it is exactly 15, then I'll move forward. But if it is small, then I'll cut inward. I'll cut some extra inches out so that I'll make sure I'll get the neck width that I'm working with. My shoulder measurement divided by 2, I mark it, and the length of my armhole. My armhole is 8 inches. So you see, after I mark my chest measurement, that the one that is left is the 4 inches extra allowance I added. After I added 2 inches or 3 inches ease to my measurement, after that I added an extra 4 inches allowance. So this is the 4 inches that I'm using to shape my jalabiya. I'm going to use that 4 inches to shape my jalabiya. You see what I'm doing? That's the reason why I told you that the 4 inches will be cut off. So I use that 4 inches to shape my jalabiya. But the 2 inches or the 3 inches I added to my measurement is still inside my measurement. That's what is going to make my abaya free. So I'll just connect my armhole. So you must also remember that the 2 inches or the 3 inches you are going to add into your measurement to make it freely is your sewing allowance is also part when you are doing that. So remember that. So this is my jalabiya. I finished cutting it. So I'm just going to open the down. So look at what I'm doing here. I mark 5 inches. Okay. I mark 5 inches. After the 5 inches, I will mark 6.5 inches. I will mark 6 inches or 6.5. So the first 5 inches I mark, I will sew that place. and I will leave the 6 inches mark. That's where my pocket is going to be. Okay, so after I sew the 5 inches mark, I'll jump. After I sew the 5 inches mark, I'll jump the 6.5 inches mark. Then I'll come and sew the down. So that's the opening of my pockets. So now I'm going to open the down. So I'm going to cut that place so that I'll now one will be my front, one will be my back. So you can see as easy as ABCD. Please, if you are new here, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So now I'm going to fold my fabric on two again. It's already on two and I'm folded, so that's on fold. I'm cutting my sleeve. So after I folded it, I use the round. You have to measure your client's hand. Okay, after you measure it, you use the measurement to fold it. So this one like this, I just folded it 9 inches, and at the side I mark 3 inches down. Then I connect my armhole. So that's my armhole. 3 inches at the side, then I'll just connect my armhole. So I've already cut it, but it was off the camera, so that's why I noticed that the camera didn't record it. That's why I bring it up to show you how I cut the armhole of my sleeve. So now I'm going to take my sleeve length, then I'll mark 5 inches for the hem of my sleeve. I'll mark 5 inches. That's for the hem. So with the allowance, I added a ½ inch allowance for my sleeve. So then I will just connect it and shape it. So please, if you are new here, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the notification buttons so that anytime I upload new videos, you get notified. Please share, like my videos. That's the only support you can give me now. Thank you for watching all my videos. I appreciate it a lot. And thank you for always liking my videos and leaving some short of comments. Thank you. So you can see now I'm notching my sleeve, the hem of my sleeve, okay? I'm just notching it. So after this, I'm just going to do knitting all over my fabric. I'll do knitting. I'll do knitting on it. So this is my sleeve. So I cut this facing for my front. This is the front facing. I will teach you how I cut the front facing. I'm going to teach you how I cut the facing. So I'll slice open it small. I'll be putting buttons there. So now I'm going to open my front just like the way I open the facing. I'm just opening my front the way I open my facing. So that's for the front. So when I'm going to sew it, I'll just put it on it. Then I'll just sew the neck and turn it. You can see how my neck is. So now we are going to cut our back facing. So you see how I mark my back facing. So I'll just cut it. The facing is just something small. You're not just going to let it to be too big. So now I'm going to put medium stiff. I'm going to put medium stiff just like the way I did the front. If you look at my front facing, you can see there is stiff on it. So that's medium stiff.